Hey everyone, and welcome to Vamos Automatic. My name's Doug and I'm here with the lovely Julian.
Hi.
And today we're going to do a mock test. Julian is from America.
Ta-da!
Do you like it here?
I do, surprisingly.
How long have you been driving in America?
For 15 years.
15 years,
Yeah,
wow.
half of my life.
Ah! Okay, so do you want me to explain what we're going to do today?
Yes, please.
Yes. So we're going to be driving for about 38 to 40 minutes. Always following the road ahead unless directed by myself or traffic signs. If I want you to turn left or right, I'll tell you nice and early. We'll do an independent drive where we might follow road signs or the sat nav. We're going to do one manoeuvre and maybe an emergency stop.
Woohoo.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. We're going to pull away whenever you're ready, please. And we're just going to go straight out towards the end of the road. So Edinburgh has two driving test centres, one in Curry and one in Musselburgh, and today we're doing our driving test from Musselburgh. And then at the end of the road, please, we're going to be turning left.
Turn left.
And then at the roundabout, we're going to take the second exit, which is on the left of the roundabout.
Second exit. It's quite quiet without the radio.
So going left at the roundabout, the second exit, means that we use the left-hand lane on approach with no signal, and then signal left after the first exit. At the traffic lights, please, we'll turn right. On approach to all right turns, we should be keeping as far right as we can without going onto the other side of the road, and then if there's a right turn lane, we'll end up in it by default.
I think we went. Is this the way we went? You know.
It might have been the way you went.
I think it
When we have the green arrow, this means that we have priority over the oncoming traffic.
I'm not going to go past it because I can't see down the hill.
Just do whatever you think is safe, Julie.
I know.
So we're turning left the first exit at this roundabout, and we just approach and deal with it like a normal left turn, giving way to the right. So we're going to start the independent drive. To begin with, we're going to follow the road signs for City Bypass, Fourth Road Bridge, okay? So at the roundabout, we're following the road ahead, the second exit, which means we're going to stay in the left lane all the way round the roundabout until we signal after the first exit and then leave at the second. We're now following signs for the A68. So these random white signs with black lines are actually the speed limit sign, and they mean that the speed of the road ahead is the national speed limit. So for cars, that's 60 miles per hour. And then we'll start following signs for Dalkeith, please.
What speed am I supposed to go here? I'm just gonna be completely honest.
So it's still signs for Dalkeith.
That's definitely one section where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
If you put your signal on by mistake and turn it off straight away, it's not a problem, as long as it hasn't misled anybody.
It's like, let's just go home.
I don't know what the speed limit is, so I might as well just go back to Edinburgh where I know what the speed limit is. Serious mock test, please, Julian.
I mean, I wouldn't say that to the examiner, but I would be thinking it.
So we are going to be turning right at the roundabout, the second exit. I think just half the side is missing.
Right, second exit. Yeah, half the sign is missing.
When turning right at a roundabout, we're going to approach in the right-hand lane. We're going to stay in the right-hand lane until we're past the exit we're not taking, and then we're going to follow the curb to the exit. So that's going to be us moving back to the left lane before we get to the exit. That's going to be the end of the independent drive, so I'm just going to take over directions. We're just going to continue following the road. So we're going to turn right into the next road. It's the entrance to the Morrison's car park. planning on driving forwards into a bay of your choice, it can be the left or the right. Just try and pick one that's convenient to you. And just try and finish with all 4 tyres in the bay, okay?
Don't make any of these stuck.
Finished?
Yes.
Why did you have to pick the one with like the awkward one with the lady in front of us? We're going to reverse out to the right when you're ready, so that you're facing to the left, okay? So whenever you're ready. When reversing out of the bay, it's important to keep looking all around the car just to make sure there's nothing moving towards you, and wait until it's absolutely clear before you move out. Okay, thank you. And we're just going to follow the car park around to the right. And then we'll turn right into that next row there. And then you see we turn left here. And left at the end of the road, please.
You're ever like, do they make them as small as they possibly can?
I thought that was a big one.
It's not too small, it's just that all the turns are very close together. Like turn, turn, turn to get out. This man next to me is eating a sandwich while waiting to turn. Can't see. Which I find fascinating.
And then just following the road for the moment.
Just don't think that's the right moment to be eating a sandwich. While waiting to turn left. Oh, right, he was turning right.
If you take nothing away from today, at least take away that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have zebra crossings in America?
Nope.
At a zebra crossing, you must give way to pedestrians waiting to cross or already on the crossing, and leave it clear if you're waiting in traffic.
Well, zebra's the only one that's not named after a bird. But all the other ones are birds. So my flatmate and I took the theory test at the same time, actually. So we were like studying, or should I say revising, to funny phrases with birds. The toucan crossing is toucan because two can cross at the crossing, both the cyclist and the pedestrian.
Why is
Two.
a pelican called a pelican then?
I don't know, we came up with something, but I can't remember what it was.
At the mini roundabout, we're just going to bear to the right, please. Bearing to the right is what an American would say veer to the right. But if you say veer to a driving instructor, we'll have a heart attack. Ahead at the roundabout, we're going to be turning right the 5th exit, please.
Right, the 5th exit. And then I remember he did say which, he said it for me, which was really helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, Jedburgh A720.
Yeah, and on the floor it will say A720E.
Oh yeah, he said A720 East, yeah.
Yeah. The Sheriff Hall roundabout is probably the largest roundabout in Edinburgh, and it's controlled with lanes and traffic lights to help everybody get to the correct exit.
Below A720 East.
On the floor you'll see a stop line and a give way line. So there's the traffic lights, and if they turn red we need to stop at the stop line, and if we've gone over the stop line and the traffic lights change, we'll wait at the give way line.
Sorry.
It's a stop line for the traffic light.
Yeah. And then that section
That's a give way line.
Yeah.
But the traffic light's red.
Yeah.
So I have to use the brake there to stop you from going over the stop line.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do that, my dad.
I know. I know. I'm not sure why that line's there. Oh, Julian. For you, love. Isn't it?
But I think it's the size of the junction. Like, I'm not used to seeing them where there's that big of a space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to stop at that light, don't you? Yeah.
Because there's a repeater, I'm like, I can still see it.
Yeah. And I'm not in anyone's way.
Yeah.
But there is a bit of a crossing there as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
So as we go round the roundabout, we move into the A720E lane. When the lights change, we can carry on in this lane, or we can move to the right and stay in the far right lane. You're best off staying in the lane that we're in, but we can continue round in this lane. Now, every stop line has got its own traffic lights, so the one that changes to amber, we're fine to go through. But then the next red one we do need to stop at when I need to remind Julian that it's for her. That light's for you.
Sorry.
It's alright. It's okay.
I don't know where I'm going now.
Yeah, but look. The secret to these roundabouts is to pick a lane that you're going to stay in and follow it off the roundabout to the exit that you want to go to. Don't try and look for the exit. As soon as you start looking for the exit, you'll lose the lane. Like you did on your driving test.
I know, somehow it was absolutely fine.
If you leave the roundabout in the right lane, just move back to the left lane as soon as it's safe. Up ahead at the roundabout, we're going to be following the road, the second exit. It's the B6415.
Second exit, B6415.
Here we have another lane controlled roundabout where the road signs are directing us to use the middle lane on approach to the roundabout. This lane will then peel us off to the left so that we can leave the roundabout at the correct exit.
See, this one was fine. I just slowed down too early coming into it.
Yeah.
Once I was in it, I was like, this is manageable. I can
I've got this. I can count to 2.
try not to count to 5.
And then up ahead at the roundabout, we'll turn right the second exit.
Right, the second exit.
Did the examiner just say right, or did he give you second exit?
I don't know. Can't remember.
I feel like sometimes they try to catch you out.
We did that one and then we got to this one and I was like, oh, it's so small.
And then follow in the road in the mini roundabout, please.
At mini roundabouts, there's no lanes normally, so we tend to just drive straight to the exit without going over the roundabout if possible. The learner car in front of us was giving way to the left when the right was clear. This would be a serious driving fault, and sadly I know because I've had students that have done it on their own test.
I can recognize that. But I'm sure there's ones that I've done and you've been like, come on.
Yeah, like 15 years driving in America.
It's like 3 roundabouts in a 30-minute radius of my house.
If we could pull up on the left just after the bus stop, please. That's great, thank you. And then we'll pull away when you're ready, please.
In a few moments I'm going to ask Julian to pull up and stop on the left somewhere safe, and this is when the examiner wants you to pick somewhere that you think is safe, legal and convenient to stop. They don't want you to rush it and they don't want you to do it straight away. They want you to look for somewhere that you will find easy to park the car without hitting the curb.
If you could find somewhere on the left, please, that's safe to pull up and stop.
Too close to the junction. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's because you have me on camera, Doc. Have I ever done that before?
When you're ready, we'll drive on.
Sorry.
I swear she has never done that before.
Just for the fun, just for the camera. Do it for TikTok.
Where would have made more sense?
Up there.
Yeah, like that ginormous hole up there.
Yeah.
It's just the less, like, everyone does that, but because it's almost like we hear pull up and stop now.
Yeah.
But it, like, but just no, not now, for the love of God.
It's like you do hear pull up and stop now.
But he must mean there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if he means there and you don't go there, is that like bad? You said you wanted a good video.
But it's easier to edit if you don't make any mistakes.
Sauce.
Like, I've already got to try and edit myself. And we're going to be turning left at the end of the road, please.
Left. understood that.
Yeah, how do you not
How
like
can
hear
you not
it?
hear
Yeah.
it? It's like all I can hear. Even if the radio's on, it's like all that I can hear.
Well done there. And then up ahead at the roundabout, please, we'll be turning right the second exit.
Right.
And then we're going to take the second road on the right. We're going to go and finish in the Lidl. That one's the first one. And then we'll turn left, and then we just need to find a space to drive forwards into. It doesn't matter if you're in the lines or not.
It doesn't matter if you're in the lines or not.
No, because you're not being assessed, so you can just
I don't know why I've gone this way.
you could go for that one straight ahead if you want.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you. Just make the car secure. Excellent. That's the end of the test, Julian. How do you think it went?
Bad.
What do you think went bad about it, though?
Like the individual things.
Yes, yeah. What would you do different?
Yeah. So overall, like the fabric of the driving, I think was good. But that the big fifth exit roundabout, obviously that was terrible. And then I hit the curb.
So hitting the curb is just a driving fault.
Yeah.
But it just goes to, it's all about planning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you're responding to the prompt. Doug
Yeah.
said pull up and stop.
Yeah.
I need to pull up and stop.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're just giving yourself a moment to pull up and stop where you wanted to pull up
Yeah.
and stop, it wouldn't happen. It's just a driving fault for hitting the curb.
Okay.
It just all happened a little bit too quickly.
Yeah.
And then the roundabout, it's strange because although it happened on the roundabout, the problem was nothing to do with the roundabout.
Yeah.
It was our friend traffic lights.
Yeah.
So when we were at the first, you stopped at the red light.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I could hear your brain say, I wonder why he's over there.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be I should be with him.
Yeah.
The classic, what does that solid white line mean? What does the solid white line mean?
Oh, it means stop. I know
yeah,
that.
stop if the lights are red. Yeah. And then as we were coming around the second one,
Yeah.
it again we kind of went through one amber light,
Yeah.
and then there's another stop line,
Yeah.
another set of traffic lights with
Yeah.
another repeater
Yeah.
that's already red,
Yeah.
and just reminding you that you
Which
needed
is
to
like
stop at that
the
one.
minute that I should have been looking at it, I was trying to look at the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would have seen it and been like, oh.
We need to try and avoid going, oh. The rest of the drive was actually really nice. Most of the mirrors were really good. There was a couple of signalling before the mirrors. There was one roundabout we were turning left at, you weren't quite tight to the left, but it was all right. Just the cyclist following a little bit closely to him, like just treat him like a car. Like he might just randomly fall over in front of you.
Yeah.
Like maybe we'd avoid him, but we'd have to brake really sharp. But most of the drive was really, really good. We just need to work on traffic lights and that big roundabout of doom.
Yeah.
So we're finished. That's the end of it. Thank you for watching. We need you to follow and like and subscribe and comment, please. And thank you, Julian, so much.
Thanks, Doug.
That's it. That's a wrap.